My name is Abdul Kalam and I welcome you to CISSP with Abdul Kalam. In this video, we will look at CDN, Content Delivery Networks. Now, if you look at content delivery networks, it offers three advantages. One is low latency, the second is high performance, and the third is high availability. Now, if you look at this diagram, you have a server and this server is hosting a content. And people are accessing this content from different locations. So let us assume that this content is hosted in EU. You have people connecting from EU, and for them the connectivity will be having low latency because they are connecting to a resource that is near to them. So their connectivity will be having low latency and good performance. But if you look at other geographical locations, people connecting from Asia, people connecting from US, South America, Australia, Africa, etc. The more the distance is from the content, there will be more delay for the signals to travel from a particular location to the content. And this will lead to higher latencies. And higher latencies means less performance. And this is not ideal. Such kind of latencies are not ideal for real-time applications like voice, video, etc. So this latency or this time that is taken by signals to travel from one location to the content, it results in poor performance, due to which we need to use content delivery networks. Now, if you look at the second diagram that is given here, in this second diagram, you are using content delivery networks. So you have the central content in EU. In addition to that, in every geographical location, you are using edge contents. The same content, the master content that is deployed in EU, the same copy of that is available in a server in US, in South America, in Australia, Africa, etc. So the advantage is, if people are connecting from US, they will connect to the content that is nearest to them, that is US. Low latency, real-time performance. If people are connecting from Asia, they will connect to the content that is near to them, which means low latency for them and better performance for them. And the master content which is located in EU, at frequent intervals, they will keep on replicating to the edge contents that are deployed in different geographies. So this is how a CDN works. You can see you have a central origin server where the master content is located, and at each geography you can see you have what is called as edge contents or CDN nodes. From the central origin server to the nodes, you have replication of the content happening, and you have end users. End users will connect to the contents that are near to them. Now let us assume that you have somebody connecting from Australia and their CDN node is down, which means they will not be able to access the contents. No problem. They will be forwarded to the nearest content that is available to them. So again, it also helps in availability. If a particular CDN node is available, customers or clients will be forwarded to the nearest available content. So in that way, it also protects against any violations of availability. Now, what is given here is a map of how the contents are distributed throughout the world. As of now, you can see there is a lot of concentration of contents in different locations in China, in EU, and in US. In other geographies like Africa, Latin America, or in Australia, you can see the contents or the CDN nodes or the edge nodes are relatively limited. Where there is a lot of demand and where there is a lot of access happening to the contents, you can see in those locations, you have more of CDN nodes placed. So we have seen what are the advantages of CDN, and we have seen how it works. Some of the CDN content providers or some of the CDN service providers are given here. Cloudflare, Akamai, Amazon CloudFront, Cashfly. These are some of the common vendors providing well-known CDN services. Now, if you look at CDN service, you can see that the content is distributed across multiple geographies and the content is stored in servers. Now, there is another kind of a network where the content is stored in PCs. It need not be a server, it can be an endpoint like a PC. Now, that is what is termed as a peer-to-peer network. So, peer-to-peer network is also an example of CDN, but it is not actually CDN. In CDN, the content is stored in servers and distributed across multiple geographies, but in a peer-to-peer network, you have content that is distributed across multiple machines across the geographies. It may not be a server. It can be PCs, laptops, or it can be anything similar to that. So again, an example of a peer-to-peer network is BitTorrent. We will meet again in the coming videos with more topics. And thank you all for watching this video.